Hello everyone, this is an update from Weather Briefings. Happy Valentine's Day weekend to everyone. This update is specifically for the northeastern United States and more specifically for the potential snow event that we are looking at on Monday. I picked a snapshot of the time right around noon on Monday from the North American model, or the NAM as we call it. And as you can see, there is a bit of snow that, more than a bit actually, quite a bit of snow that is forming from this storm that originated over the central part of the United States, actually really took shape over Missouri and began to move to the east. But it, by noon on Monday, is substantial in many ways. The snow is just moving into the northern New Jersey and New York City area. In fact, it looks like that we will see a period of snow, according to the North American model, that again will begin sometime late morning on Monday and will continue through much of the day on Monday. If you look just to the south, you will also see an area of freezing rain over portions just west of the Delmarva over northern Virginia, and then even further southwest you'll see snow over portions of western Kentucky and Tennessee, and then mixed precipitation as far south as even North Carolina. So there is a lot of cold air associated with the storm. One of the things that is noted is that just off the coast of the Delmarva and even on the Delmarva you will see rain, and that's because this storm is basically transferring its energy just off the coast, but really staying on land according to all of the models and moving north. And what's happening is there is a northeast or east wind blowing across most of the northeastern United States, which is bringing in the warmer water off the ocean and causing generally rain from Virginia or eastern Virginia through the Delmarva and as you can see, not too far off the Jersey coast. In fact, it looks like by noon on Monday, Cape May, New Jersey is already experiencing rain. This is how things look 3 o'clock Monday afternoon according to the North American model. Snow still over most of New York City, although over portions of central Long Island it looks like there is a mix of rain and snow, and then snow over northern New Jersey and southeast New York State. But as you can see, warmer air moving in from the ocean over parts of southern and central New Jersey, and also over even the southern part of Long Island. And New York City, it looks like, is just about to get in on a mix of rain and snow. This would indicate probably about 4 hours of snow, and we could see a brief period of moderate snow as this storm winds up over portions of Virginia and again transfers its energy, or is trying to transfer its energy off the coast. But a substantial amount of snow continues over Pennsylvania, where several inches is likely to pile up, on southwest through Ohio, and even some heavy snow over portions of central and eastern Kentucky and Tennessee. A little bit of freezing rain or ice pellet activity over portions of northern West Virginia, and again we should start to see that snow turn into rain or mix with rain at least by 3 o'clock on Monday. Probably 2, maybe 3 inches of snow over that 4-hour period, 5-hour period in some areas, especially over northern New Jersey and southeastern New York. The rest of the city more likely to see about an inch of snow at probably the most. Maybe if some of the other models verify and the snow starts earlier in the morning, we could see up to 2 inches on Monday. At least that's how it looks as of Saturday. This is a look at the 72-hour forecast from the GFS model, which shows a different scenario. Very light snow, scattered light snow over northern New Jersey and the New York City area, on into central Long Island and southeast New York State. Heavier precipitation in the form of rain over the southern half of New Jersey, and mixed precipitation southwest of that. The GFS forecast is about 12 hours later than the North American model forecast. This is showing our 8 a.m. forecast, or the GFS 8 a.m. forecast for the northeastern part of the country on the 16th of February, or Tuesday. And as you can see, the warm air has advected northward considerably, and now covers all of southeast New York State, as well as northern New Jersey and the New York City area. Precipitation completely in the form of rain. You don't have to go too far to the north, though, in New York State to see heavy snow and mixed precipitation. Also, that condition exists over portions of the central Pennsylvania area. This storm really does get wound up. In fact, it winds up right over New Jersey and New York City at around this time, between, say, 8 a.m. and noon on Tuesday. The models are going to have to adjust timing-wise before we can really get a sense of how much snow will fall before the warm air moves in and changes everything to rain. By that time, whenever that time is, somewhere between honestly noon on Monday and just before noon on Tuesday, we will see that rain wash the snow away as temperatures climb into the mid and upper 40s. Look what happens 12 hours later according to the GFS. This would be Tuesday evening at around 8 p.m. We are precipitation free. A little bit of cool air moves in. We might see on the back end of this storm a few flurries, but the vast majority of moisture has already pulled well to our north over Vermont and New Hampshire on into Maine, where there is quite a bit of snow. And as you can see, rain extends all the way south over the western Atlantic. Another storm is taking shape over the Ohio Valley, and we will take a quick look at that. This is a precipitation forecast for 8 a.m. Wednesday. You can see snow and rain mixed moves over northern New Jersey and the New York City area. It does appear the southern end of this will be rain. Temperatures are going to be right on the line. I think we will see freezing temperatures, probably split the city in half, where the northern part of the city will see temperatures right at or below freezing. In the southern part of the city, temperatures are right at or above freezing. And that extends westward across northern New Jersey too. We're kind of right along the I-80 corridor. Here's a final precipitation forecast from the GFS. This is at around midnight on Saturday, February 20th, primary day in South Carolina. It looks like we will see precipitation begin over the area in the form of rain and snow mixed. All of that precipitation off to the west of the New York City area will move into the area, while temperatures probably will be right at freezing, and then quickly change over to rain. Again, at this point, it looks like a mostly rain event. Hard to believe that we are seeing the very coldest air all winter we've seen this weekend, and as early as Monday or Tuesday, depending on which model you're looking at, we will see mostly rain events through that week, through the week of the 14th and right on through the end of that week. I think this pattern is likely to continue for at least another 10 days, where there will be enough warm air to generally produce rain across the region. On the front and back side of each of these storms, we will have to watch for some accumulating snow, but again, because of the marginal temperatures and the rain that will fall, certainly after a few hours of snow on the front side, there probably will be minimal action required. It will all depend on timing. If in fact, this occurs on rush hour Tuesday morning, we get an inch or two of snow, certainly there will be action required, but that will remain to be seen. So that is the latest in terms of precipitation across the area. I do want to show you one more map. This map is the 24-hour temperature change map. It actually only reflects the past 12 hours, and you can see the very cold air pouring in out of the northern plains, and also a little bit also over Maine and parts of the northern New England states. This air is headed south and east toward all of New England, and we will see the cold air that you're seeing right now moving over the northern plains, and certainly already in place here, continue to advect southeast across the area. Temperature change will probably be, if you look at it from yesterday through today into tomorrow, probably as high as 30 to 40 degrees difference, especially when you look at morning lows. We will see morning lows over the weekend approaching record lows in the New York City area, perhaps as low as 0, with our wind chills dangerously cold, 25 degrees below 0 or even colder. So we're going to have to watch these very cold temperatures. One concern I have with this rapid warm-up that's forecast at the beginning of the week is the intensity of the cold air that's in place. It's very unusual for temperatures to be as cold as they will be over the weekend, and then suddenly see temperatures rise into the 40s 12 hours later. So I think that we may be in for a relatively longer period of snowfall on Monday, when I think probably we'll see that precipitation start. Maybe not until a little later on Monday, and then continuing on into Tuesday. But I think that the snowfall may last longer than that 4 or 5 hour period, perhaps as long as 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, in which case we could see several inches accumulate. I wouldn't want to forecast any more than 3 inches at this point, but it's possible, especially over southeast New York State and northern New Jersey, that maybe 4 or even locally 5 inches could accumulate. Again, all depending on timing. We're going to have to watch it closely, and we will do that. This is a very cool map, and all the maps we've looked at today are very cool maps, and they come from our friends at coolweather.com. We'll be using these featured maps along with many other interesting graphics that we're developing now with our new systems. Over the next many weeks, we will be posting many videos on the Storm Avenger app, and also you will begin to see new videos for the whole country, so you can sort of track storms as they move across on a new website that is launching next week called winterstormoutlook.com. More details on that next week. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we will speak to you individually over the weekend as we get more information on this storm, and certainly we will probably be issuing some form of alert or warning as early as Sunday once we get a handle on the period of snow that will occur out ahead of this next storm. I'm meteorologist John Travers. Have a great weekend.